Hello everyone, my name's Josie and I'll be leading you through this creative dance session today. I'm a dancer and I'm based and work here in Greater Manchester, working in schools, theatres and in the community. So today, the most important thing is that you're feeling comfortable and you're having a good time. You need to make sure that you clear your space so there's nothing that you're going to bump into. You might want a chair in a bit, so make sure you've got one of those and a bottle of water. You can pause the video now if you need to and get those things. Everything we do today can be done standing or sitting. It's really important that you go at your own pace. So if you want to slow it down, speed it up, or even just lie down and have a rest, everything's welcome. If there's someone at home that you think might want to join in, go and grab them. You could do this with them, or you can do it on your own. Okay, let's get started. We're just going to begin by checking in, finding our breath. If you feel comfortable, you might want to close your eyes. Otherwise, keep them open and maybe just gently look at the ground. First things first, find your feet in the ground. Or, if you're sitting, you might find your sits bones on your chair. Give them a little wriggle. Just check in, settle down. You might start to notice your breath. There's no need to change it. Just notice how your breath is breathing you today. You might want to place a hand on your chest or your belly. Noticing which parts of your body are rising and falling as you breathe. Move your hands and see if there's somewhere else that you can find your breath, perhaps right at the base of your belly. Maybe even your back. Let's take a great deep breath in together. Let's try one more. Big, deep breath right to the base of your belly. Lovely. Take your hands and just place them gently over your eyes. Maybe back your eyelids open. And in a moment, we're going to take a big, deep breath. And this time, we're going to bring our arms all the way over our head. So lovely breath in. And a great big breath out. Let's try that again. Lovely. This time, you might want to bend your knees so you can really stretch up. Bending your knees, breathing in. And breathing out. Lovely. This time, let's take a deep breath and take any stretch you like, just to really wake yourself up. Lovely. Give yourself a little shake, and we'll try something else. Let's begin by warming the skin of our hands. Take both hands and find some friction between them. Really rubbing. Find some warmth in the skin of your arms, your shoulders, chest. Let's take that rubbing, invigorating down the other arm. Move to your belly. Give your belly a good rub. And your back. You feel a nice stretch there. And rubbing all the way down each leg. Again, you could do this from sitting or standing. Lovely. Now, oh, feel a nice little tingle. Now we're going to start with a bit of squeezing. Really getting into the muscles. We'll start with the hands again. Squeezing, however hard you like. I like to really squeeze into those fingers to feel the muscles. Let's take that up the arm, into the shoulders. You can spend a little longer here if you like, really getting into those muscles. Across the neck. And down the shoulder. The other arm. Lovely, let's take the squeezing around the belly, across the hips. And all the way down your leg. You can almost imagine wringing out a dishcloth. Again, just rest for a moment. Feel how your muscles are feeling now. This time, we're going to wake up the bones. So this is going to take some real vigorous tapping or even knocking, like on a door. So we'll start with our hands, just feeling into the bones of your hands and all the way down your arms. Find the little bones of your clavicle and your chest, and all the way down your arm. Finding your pelvis, and some really big slaps or taps down your leg. Oh, great. Now we're going to begin to warm up our joints. So just finding a gentle circle in your wrists. I can hear a bit of a clicking. Just ease through, maybe make it a little bit smaller. How can you wake up your fingers, drawing circles? Maybe bring those circles into your elbows and into your shoulders. Drawing some big circles with your shoulders. You go the other way. Maybe you can try one going one way and one the other. Let's bring the circles into our torso. Lovely, and your hips, drawing big circles of your hips. And the other way. Now careful with your knees. If you're sitting, you can rotate them on your chair, but if you're standing, make sure they're close together so you're not hurting them. Big circles around with your knees. Now, a bit of balancing. If you're on your chair, this is all right, but if you're standing, balancing circles with your ankle and the other way. Maybe you can challenge yourself by jumping onto the other foot. Let's start exploring the space we have. Imagine into your feet and how the soles of your feet meet in the ground. Let's start by taking our feet for a walk around our space. It might be a little walk. We can walk backwards. Try sideways. Maybe we can start to move our feet a little faster. Explore all the ways that you can take your feet for a walk. The sides of your feet, your tiptoes, even your heels. What other body parts can we take for a walk around the space? Imagine into your pelvis. How can your pelvis travel around the space? What about your shoulders? Your hands? Imagine into your head. How can your head travel around the space? Now, take some time to change which body parts you're focusing on as you travel. Hands, head, shoulders, pelvis, and feet. Have some time to explore this on your own. Start to slow your movements down. Find a spot, slowly to find some stillness. Find a moment of stillness. Let's check back in with our breath. My heart's beating really quickly, but that's all right, we've been moving now, so our bodies are really feeling alive and awake. We're going to continue to focus on that breath, but we're going to allow it to come into movement. Take one hand and your finger and just place it at the bottom of your thumb. As you listen into your breath, you're going to trace up and down your fingers. Let's begin together and then you can use your own pattern of breath. In and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. They might get longer or shorter. In and out. Lovely. Let's trace up again using our breath. But this time, start to feel the expansion through your whole body. So your arms might start to inflate, your knees might start to inflate. We can stay with our hand for now. In and out. Follow your breath. In and out. In and out. In and out. Lovely. As we continue, maybe your hand's gonna escape from your arm. Keep that expansion and contraction going, but possibly the movements might start to change. Different body parts can expand and contract. Brilliant. The next section is about mirroring. You might have a partner at home and that's great. You can work with each other. You might want to partner with me and I'll be your leader. Otherwise, you might even want to stand in front of a mirror. I'm going to do that. Make sure you're a nice distance away so you can see the whole body. We're going to work with that expansion and contraction like we did before, but you can let the focus on the breath fall away. So maybe just starting with the arms. Now, one person can be the leader and the other the follower. Starting with this nice, smooth, slow contraction and expansion. You can work with different body parts. You can even start to work with the feet. Make sure you're moving slowly so your partner can follow what you do. Sometimes you might want to change the rhythm or the dynamic. You can challenge them by balancing. If you're with a partner, you can swap over now. See if the other person can lead you. If there's two of you, have a go at trying no leader. Just keep the movements going and see if you can work completely together. You could even explore travelling through the space. See if you can bring it down to a still finishing position together. We're going to start exploring with a really simple movement pattern. The pattern is over, under, and around. You can interpret that however you like. It could just be with one body part. Over, under, around. Could be with two body parts. Over, under, around. You can make it really small. Over, under, around. Or you can make it really big. Over, under, around. It's great to sit down because you can use your legs and your arms, but you could also get up. Over, under, around. Over, under, around. You could even explore around your piece of furniture. Over, under, around. Over, under, around. Over, under, around. Take some time now to have a bit of fun with this. Explore however you like. going to make a sequence together now. We're going to use the pattern over, under, around, just like we explored. You can choose your favourite ways of doing this, or you can copy mine. So, I'm going to start with one arm. I'm going to move over, under, around. I'll try that with the other arm. Over, under, around. Great. I'm going to move this arm over. Then I'm going to try a leg under and spin all the way around. Around. I'm going to add those bits together. Over, under, around. Over, under, around. Over, under, and spin right round, around. I'm going to try a different body part now. I'm going to work with my head. Over, under, around. Try from the beginning. As I said, these can be your own movements, or you can copy mine. Over, under, around. Other arm. Over, under, around. Over, your foot, under, around, and your head. Over, under, around. Great. Let's make 2 more over, under, arounds. Over, knee, around. That takes some balance. Let's try again. Over, under, around. Now I'm going to do a really slow over now. Over. And maybe a bit of a faster under. I'm going to take my head all the way under that arm. Under. And to finish, I'm going to do a big around with my shoulders. Great, so we're starting to play with speeds there. And you can add your own speeds. Maybe do it really quickly or really slowly at points. Should we try that again from the beginning? Over, under, around, over, under, and around. That arm, over, your foot, under, spin all the way around, around. My head, over, under, around, over, under, around, and this really big over, under, and around. Great. Should we put some music on and try it from the beginning? Brilliant, well done. Keep playing around with this sequence. Take some time, pause the video, maybe choose your favourite piece of music. You could change how you begin it or end it. You could make a bit really fast or slow it right down. You could even video it for a friend or family member. Most importantly, have fun. It's really important that we finish by cooling down after dancing. Adapt these movements to however feels good for you. I'm going to do it sitting, but you could do it standing too. If you're sitting, just walk your sits bones a little away from the back of the chair. And just imagine some really nice length down your spine, your head floating gently on the top. We'll start with the neck. Looking over one shoulder, stretching the back of your neck. To the centre, and over the other shoulder. Just tipping gently one ear to the shoulder, to the centre, and the other ear. Looking down, and to the centre. Joining those points up, tipping your head, round to down, and to the other side. Lovely, one more time, the other side. Great, let's just rotate the shoulders, easing into the muscles. Take it into the elbows. And your whole arm. Let's try that the other way. So coming forwards with your whole arm if you can. Your elbows. And your shoulders. Lovely. Let's stretch your arms to the side. Give yourself a big hug, curving the spine. You might feel a stretch all the way down your back. Opening those arms back up, and you can take a hold of the back of your chair or interlace your fingers and stretch all the way across the front of your body. That's lovely. Now let's take a stretch up to the sky and all the way over. If you're standing, really bend your knees so you can feel the stretch across your back. Bringing your arms back up and down. That's lovely. Let's bring one foot out and let's stretch back over, feeling the stretch down the back of your leg. Let's try the other leg. Great. Let's give ourselves a rub, just like we did at the beginning. Rubbing or flicking down, all the way down your legs. Fantastic. And just like at the beginning, let's end just checking back in, feeling if there's any differences from the beginning of the session. How's your breath? Fantastic. Let's just finish with one great big breath in like we did at the beginning. Bringing your arms up and all the way down. Last time, big breath in. Fantastic. That's everything from me. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you've enjoyed it. Remember, it's so important to keep moving and keep creative. Bye.